for a year or two.
Fourth quarter starts with Haverford possession. They lead 8-7 here in the Interact semifinals. Booker Corrigan and Gabby Rowe on the call. Our sideline reporter, Rudy Plahoova-Hoovovich.
Is Haverford extra man here?
They are man up
That is
for another 5 seconds.
A very aggressive defense by Episcopal, trying to kill the last few seconds of this penalty.
Episcopal Academy penalty release.
And it worked. And
Great save by Reeder.
another beaut.
And a hustle award.
And the Episcopal crowd getting into it again.
Dante Adana laying out to gain possession for Episcopal Academy. Great effort. Curtis Zappola with possession being defended by 21 Noah Lehman. Fourth quarter of today's game brought to you by the Great American Pub. Great American Pub, where lacrosse families go for great food and great times. Shot by Strain, whistles wide. Backed up by Walter Buckley. Episcopal with plenty of time. Great game. It's the game we thought we were going to get, but it's 6-2. Confidence was a little lacking on the one-goal game.
In these rivalry games, those streaks are really the key. And Haverford won on a streak, and Episcopal wanted one to come back. If someone goes on one now, it's going to be game over. Now would be the great time to peel together 2 or 3 goals in a row and just take the finals on Wednesday.
Zappola now dodging from up top, left hand. Turns and spins it to Tyler Hab. Hab knocked to the turf.
A little swim dodge, lost his balance there. Choked up some water, had to dump it off.
Ortlieb comes up with it, and now it's Strain. Both teams even up. Strain gets under.
Not a lot there from that angle.
Tough angle, staying right-handed there. Nice little dodge by Haverford's Noah Lehman. Again, saving his best effort for late in the game today.
Noah took a nice slash in the thigh. Nice and silent, goes unnoticed by the ref. That makes any contact with something that makes noise. That's a penalty. I'll leave a mark.
Haverford's Grant Ament touches it in. Haverford trying to balance in their midfield unit as we creep down towards the 9-minute mark. Aiken pushes it down the wing. And Ament has it checked away. And here's Gavin McBride, the Princeton-bound senior, settling things as we are under 8.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Can't wait to get to the Great American Pub for a cold cerveza and a nice burger. McBride inside feed for Hupfeld. Shot wide.
Looks like Episcopal might get there. No.
A hotly contested race. Haverford maintains possession.
Guess the tie goes to the offense. Probably hard to call that one and just kind of said, offensive team gets it. That's a tough call for any referee.
Dox Aiken inverted behind. Likes his matchup against Nicholas Van Veen.
Of the
Early
Van
slide.
Veens.
Shot knocked down on its way. Pinballs around. Hupfeld goes for it. Can't come up with it. Episcopal looks like they're going to have a chance, but no. Gavin McBride comes away with it for the Fords. Great hustle by Gavin McBride. Doc's Aiken, split dodge, left to right, shot just wide.
Refs are letting them play for now. Episcopal's had a few questionable calls. Haverford coaching staff trying to call for some penalties there, but referee's not having it. Should watch their sticks, though. Refs might be having itchy trigger finger when it comes to the next one.
Timmy Brooks subbing through the midline.
About half the team came off there. Substitution palooza there for a second before they got the new squads on for both teams. And it continues.
Substitution palooza.
And now
we're now 6.5 minutes, and all that subbing leads to an errant pass. Episcopal pushed off sides. Refs are going to let him play there, too.
letting him play. Haverford made a mistake, but their defense and goalie bailed him out. Wouldn't be surprised one of the coaches gets a timeout here. It's been kind of unsettled for about 2 minutes. Kind of get together and talk about it. 6 minutes left, 1-goal game.
It should be a timer on because the ball went onto their defensive end, was never possessed by Episcopal. And they did create that rule where it's an automatic timer on. But
maybe the Episcopal attackman, I think, might have possessed it for a second. They might have been thinking he had it at the midfield line. Coach Stedman knows that, or referee Bill Stedman is probably all over that.
McBride, little shake and big shot, goal, Gavin McBride. I tell you, he looks like Sidney Moncrief. I'm not lying to you. I don't make this stuff up. Shake and bake. The magic man. Now you see him, now you don't.
Haverford School goal scored by number 32, Gavin McBride. That's an unassisted goal. Scored with 5:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. McBride for the Haverford School.
Book, you asked me at halftime about who might be leaning towards the MVP candidate. Gavin McBride certainly making a name for it right now. That's a huge goal.
Without question. Big play by Gavin McBride. Face-off win by Episcopal, but the errant pass. Great ground ball pickup. And Episcopal comes away with the possession.
Episcopal defense channeling their inner Paul Gilhole on that last ground ball there with a great scoop and throw.
Love the Paul Gilhole reference.
Book, is it too early to say with a 2-goal game and 5 left, next goal wins? The momentum builder for the team that's down or the death knell for the team that's winning? 2-goal game, under 5, that next goal,
I like the way you're thinking.
Oftentimes can make it. 3 sloppy plays on both sides of the field here for these teams.
And DeMarco comes away with it. The freshman goaltender for Haverford. Useful evening.
Goalies, both sides playing, I think, very well tonight. The youngsters. All right, big possession here for Episcopal. Down by 2, 4:23 left. They got to settle it down, get a nice goal, and not only win the face-off, but make the pass. Coach Hayes wants to talk about it.
We get a timeout on the field. Remind you to go to unequal.com and use the code LAX.
Takes the timeout.
At checkout, use the code LAX and gets 10% off Unequal Technologies, Kevlar reinforced.
Please stay safe.
Fourth quarter brought to you by the Great American Pub locations in Conshohocken as well as Wayne. Great American Pub, proud supporters of all lacrosse families. Get a great meal, have a great time, watch some great sports, tell some great stories at the Great American Pub. Ian Strain draws the double team, lob pass picked off, and Haverford wins possession. Tremendous play by Connor Black. But Episcopal will not go quietly into the night. Haverford on sides.
Coach Hayes called Ian Strain's number on that one, made a good initial move. Tried to make a pass while falling down, difficult to make, got picked off by the 4D.
Peter Blinn now driving for Haverford.
They're going to be patient here, Book, I think. No need to rush it. Probably going to work some shorties behind, take some time off the clock. Coach Hayes has a decision to make when he starts going really aggressive.
And he just did get aggressive. Shot knocked away on its way to the goal. And it's going to be Haverford ball. That's going to give them a chance to set up their double team if they like. Quick restart by Haverford.
Playing it from out of bounds, I think.
Playing it. Great call by Gabby Rowe, former Virginia star. They know these rules.
We got a numbers advantage for Episcopal here. This could be the game if they stick it.
Oh, there it is! First piece of the puzzle in place. Tyler Chambers, the senior midfielder. 9-8 games, still a full 2:57 remaining. Great Abe Lincoln's mullet.
Goal scored by number 24, Tyler Chambers. It is an unassisted goal scored with 2:57 remaining in the fourth quarter. Chambers for Episcopal Academy.
Biggest face-off of the season for these two kids right now.
Tyler Chambers, James Brown, jump back, kiss myself, so pretty. And Episcopal comes away with the face-off win, checks
Coach
everywhere, and Coach Hayes gets the timeout call with 2:50 remaining. Thank you so much
Takes the timeout.
to our sponsors, Unequal Technologies, YSC Sports, Major Lacrosse League Championship Weekend, Strid Wealth Management, and the Great American Pub, as well as Skeeter Snacks. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, 1 goal game. Thank you so much for making CUDA.com the most popular high school lacrosse website. 2.3 million views already this year, and that's not counting this tremendous event put on by the Pattison Sports Group. Booker Corrigan and Gabby Rowe bringing you the call. Shot off the mark. That time by Tyler Chambers. They go back to the hot hand.
He was feeling it from 18 yards out. Off the cage.
Fourth quarter brought to you by the Great American Pub, and of course a huge thank you to our title sponsor, Unequal Technologies, protecting your kid's head with that Kevlar reinforced liner. It fits inside any athletic helmet. Go to unequal.com to learn more.
Book, I gave the next goal wins call under 5. Episcopal took it. You can feel the momentum's going their way. The crowd's into it. Let's see if they can deliver.
Shot just wide. That time, George Ortlieb.
Offensive, defense have been out there for a long time. This is a long run here. Conditioning is key in the fourth quarter, especially right now. This is that extra wind sprint.
Walter Buckley with possession behind the cage. Minute and 45 remaining.
Says, you have a long pole, I don't care. I'm going to take you anyway. The big man in the crease is asking for it. That's not going to work.
That's a tough force by Episcopal. Ground ball picked up by Haverford's number 3, Tommy McNamara. In some trouble, now double teamed.
I think Coach Noser might get a timeout here if he gets it all in trouble. But he wants to keep those short sticks on the field.
And Coach Nostrand's going to take a timeout with 1:04 remaining. Fourth quarter brought to you by the Great American Pub. This is the kind of game you go to the Great American Pub to talk about.
Takes the timeout. Fans again.
Coach Nostrand giving his final instructions to his guys, and for one last time, a huge thank you to our title sponsor, Unequal Technologies. Get their Kevlar reinforced helmet liner. Go to unequal.com and use the code LAX at checkout to save 10%. And of course, YSC Sports, Major League Lacrosse Championship Weekend, Strid Wealth Management, and the Great American Pub. Final minute of play in a 1-goal game. Gavin McBride starts with it. Here's the double on the backside. They get it to Grant Amen. And a timeout again. Coach Nostrand saving both those timeouts. A veteran move by Coach Nostrand.
Haverford School takes the timeout.
They had him in a phone booth over there. They're about to steal his quarter. Coach Nostrand took a great timeout. Doubling the ball right out of the gate here, Book. Dante Adana, great name, number 5. He's pumping up the crowd. Let's see if he can make it happen for him. Goes his way, too. Adana.
Peter Blinn just running for his life.
Great play. 38 seconds. Goalie on D. There's the ball on the ground.
Ball on the ground. Episcopal comes up with it. Full 30 seconds remaining. Catch on the far side, and they're attacking the cage. And held onto it for just a step too long. We got a hold, though.
It's staying
Clearly
here.
a loose ball hold, white ball, no-brainer call.
17 seconds left. Let's see what Coach Hayes can dial up here. Huge opportunity on the hold.
And now we got a player cramping. Not sure. Referee just signaled for his time. And I believe that is number 17, Harry Rosenberg. I think he went off earlier with cramps. Tremendous training staffs. Both these schools,
Fans, again,
unbelievable
you're
athletic
reminded to
facilities.
please stay seated at the conclusion of tonight's game as we honor the YBH Audi Volkswagen star of the game. All fans are asked to please stay seated and off the field during this presentation. Thank you.
And Gabby, you attended Episcopal. You know the tremendous rivalry that exists here. Is it an advantage for Haverford to get that time right now, or is Episcopal using it to set up something?
I think it's an advantage for Haverford. Having said that, Rosenberg's been getting worked on during every timeout as well. It's a legitimate cramp. He's been working it all game long. So I'll tell you one thing. This is what everyone's going to be talking about for the whole entire summertime. So both of these teams right now are looking to take the win here because it's all that's going to be spoken about for the next 9 months.
Tyler Chambers will start with it for Episcopal, isolated over on the far side against Connor Keating. Chambers pushes it behind the cage. Up top, ball bounces out of the stick. And now it's raked down to the far end, and Haverford will move on. Late catch. I almost got ahead of myself there. Haverford will now move on to play Malvern Prep in the Interact Championship game on Wednesday night. Tremendous evening, great lacrosse.
The Haverford School 9, Episcopal Academy 8.
A huge thank you to our title sponsor, Unequal Technologies. Get their helmet liners inside your helmets for all contact sports.
Star of the Game Award shortly.
For Gabby Rowe and Dual Cam Productions, I'm Booker Corrigan saying thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back with the Under Armour Underclass Elite Star of the Game, number 32, Gavin McBride.